Well, what's up folks, welcome back to the Foot 101 channel. It's me again, MFozzii. Today we're bringing you 4-2-2-2 or 4-2-2, whatever you like to say it. Bringing you custom tactics for the 4-2-2 that fit the meta, can help you pick up extra wins. I know the game has changed, as I say, significantly this year. Some people are struggling to pick up a few more wins. I personally haven't had a lot of time to tear through divisions or anything, so I'm still Division 5. I've got people who've tested these tactics as well. They're climbing the divisions pretty well. I think it's a great formation to have as like your starter formation or as an alternative to switch into if you need, depending on how the other person's playing. Before we jump in, if you do enjoy the video, please do leave a big thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to grow the Foot 101 channel. We'll be starting socials on websites as well very soon as well, to sort of give you the one-stop shop for custom tactics, FIFA news, and just like squad building, all the things you guys really need to see. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the 4-2-2 tactics. And as you can see, I'm running the full Serie A squad. I have fat bias for that, so if you know me, you know that's the case. We may be hybriding soon, because last night I packed an untradeable Mane, but I got to figure that out. But yeah, 4-2-2, and we're basically going full balance. I have played around with these and other formations and tactics, but I found for the 4-2-2, like the full balance setup just worked wonders with how we have the instructions. So, defensive style balanced with 50. Width on offense is also 50. We've put the depth to 55. Depth is a bit of a weird one this year. I've been going as 55 as my standard. Seems to work well for me. I can get some good opportunities. You can play around with the offense play. I quite like balance for this formation. It's quite a neutral formation with how people like play and line up, so I don't feel you have to force things too much. Other formations like a 4-3-2-1, for example, I do find you have to change the chance creation to. So just to make sure you're not one-dimensional, which could be an issue. Players in the box is 5, and we're going 3 and 3 on corners and free kicks, and that's because this year I haven't found like the counter attacks from corners and free kicks to be quite as overpowered as last year, so you can get an extra man into the box. That's how I'm lining up. I have Kessie and Varela as the CDMs, and I'm using Mkhitaryan in a very nice way in the front line. So we'll look at the instructions now. We'll start off with the keeper in the back line, so it's balanced. In regards to the centre backs as well, they are basically fully neutral settings. The default, don't change anything. My left back is full balance, and my right back is full balance. Imagine that. We don't touch the back line at all for this system, and it works fantastically. I will say there's 3 things I'm going to add in at the very end of these tactics. I don't want them to go on too long. Last year we had a bit of a mix of people wanting long videos with gameplay. Some people just want fast hitting tactics. We're going to try the fast hitting tactics this year. There's 3 notes I'm going to make at the end of the video, so keep an eye out for that, so it can help you tailor the style of the play to you. Kessie is our left defensive midfielder. He is our main defensive guy. He's on stay back and cover centre. Nothing too crazy there. But the new option is where we put Barella. We have him on free roam, and I found this to be immense. Now, one of the issues with the 4-2-2 is, as you can see, between the cams and the CDMs, there's a little bit of awkward space. Sometimes you can find it in the middle of the pitch, you're a bit lost. What I've noticed with Barella on free roam, if we're defending, he stays in that position fine. But whenever we're attacking, he basically roams into that space between Kessie, Rebic and Chiesa and the strikers. So essentially, you're playing like a 4-1-1-2-2 almost, and Barella just runs around in that free roam position, and it is absolutely fantastic. It seems to do wonders for like through balls, runs, chance creation, so I highly recommend trying that. And then for the cams, they're just getting to the box. Nothing too special here. Our right striker is getting behind the stay forward, and the left striker is where I have found like the best chance creation coming out of, but it's also one of the points I want to touch on after we cover. So I have Mkhitaryan, who is fantastic this year, by the way. I think he's like 1,000 coins. He's 4-star, 5-star, medium, finesse shot and flair. He fits the bill for meta this year. He stays central on false 9, and this is also to try and combine with that gap issue I was discussing. So he basically drops into that space. So him and Barella operate really nicely in that space because he's on a false 9, and then Barella free roams around him, and then the rest of the attacking motion kind of goes with that, and it just works tremendously. Now, the 3 things I want to point out for you guys. 1, the right back. So, or left back, depending on how you like to play. But for me, my case, it would be the right back. If you feel like, okay, the system's working well attackingly for me, but I can be sort of exposed on counter attacks because you do have 2 fullbacks on balance, so they will roam forward. Kessie, if he's out of position, it leaves Koulibaly and Skriniar, who are both fast centre backs this game. It can leave them a bit exposed, and maybe in a 2-on-2 or even a 3-on-2, depending on how the opponent's playing. So this depends on your playstyle, and if you want to counter the opponent, I just put Dumfries on stay back. Or in another case, if you had a really, I say you had a Quadrado, maybe a right back, and you then wanted Spinazzola to be stay back, essentially just put one of them on stay back if you feel you need it. I love the fluidity that comes with having both on balanced. I like that. That was one note. The second note is for Barella. If you try free roam and you don't feel it's for you, this can kind of tie into like the defensive thing as well. If you take Barella off free roam, you can then kind of leave Dumfries unbalanced. So they come like opposite each other, if you know what I mean. Basically, you can put Dumfries on stay back if you're struggling defensively, and then Barella on free roam should be fine. Or you can take Barella off free roam and then still have Dumfries going forward. But Dumfries isn't much of a ball playing like fullback in the game. Unfortunately, he is in real life. He's not in the game. So I would probably opt, if you had to pick one, is have Dumfries on stay back, and allow Barella to free roam. The final point then is Mkhitaryan, or whoever your left striker is. You can take them off false 9 if you want. Overall, with how I play, like 95% of the time, the false 9 works really well. I will say sometimes for like counter-attacking fast build-up, the false 9 leaves Mkhitaryan in some weird spaces, and it sort of like hinders the attacking. Now I say that is only like 5% of the time. It's a bit rare, but when you play at a higher level maybe, or you start to go up the divisions, you'll find that extra 5% chance of getting an attack through can make a big difference. But as I'm saying, I think if you wanted to use these tactics and play with them and see how it works for you, this works for me well. It suits my play style. Every formation has a bit of a downside. The 3 downsides I've listed there I can overcome myself. I think if you're someone if you're struggling defensively and you're struggling to close out games or whatnot, I think the best situation to do would be to put Dumfries on stay back and put Mkhitaryan on just stay central, and then allow Barella to free roam into that space, and that should help solve your problems. But that's everything for today. I'm going to plan these every single Monday like we did last year. It worked really well last year. You guys seem to love them. We'll come with a mix of like your expected meta tactics and some unexpected formations. Like obviously last year we did 4-3-2-1 on the first week or two of the game before it was meta. This year it is meta right from the off. That's going to be next week's video. And we also last year we did 5-2-1-2 custom tactics about 6 weeks before 5 at the back even became a thing. We were ahead of the curve last year. We're going to try and do the same this year. Got a small team working behind me here to try and help us get some tactics and squad building and help push that out a bit further. So FUT 101, that is the new name. We'll have the social links in the description below this week. Every Monday you're going to be getting a custom tactics video, and every Thursday you're going to get a squad building video, and that's going to be how we start things off and hopefully try to grow the channel. So thank you very much. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Hopefully these tactics can get you up some divisions, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much.